Katie, I would like to introduce you to one of our new citizens in the neighborhood. Hello.
What's up?
Well, you look well dressed for the occasion.
And I am.
Perhaps you'll join us later. Ciao.
Ciao. Perhaps not. How long you think you're gonna be, bitch? Cause it's some bougie ass hoes in here. I ain't got time for
this country club is lit. They got all you can eat shrimp. And the tricks is out, baby.
Oh my.
I know the type of person.
Keep on me up, baby.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, bitch, we finally made it. I am so excited, ho. It's time for us to show these niggas what that hood rat cookie is like, ho. Bitch, it's time to get that fucking black.
I'm here to talk about how I went from literally $1,700 in food stamps for a family of 3, and they took me all the way down to $120, which they didn't even tell me why. I just got this notice in here. It says they were cutting me back on food stamps.
And today we have some people who are freaking out and throwing fits. They can no longer buy soda pop and chips with their EBT cards. They are not happy, people. They are not happy. Let's take a look.
I regret ever voting for that man. Our food stamps for myself and 6 kids just went from $4,300 a month to $38. No, not $380. No, there's no zero at the end. $38. That doesn't even cover one day. One day. I have 6 kids, ranging from 16 to 2. $38 a month on top of my cash assistance has now been cut off. So the $2,100 that I've been receiving now every single month for 13 years, 0. Section 8, I don't have Section 8 no more. So I have to come up with $1,100 now for rent every single month. 12 months out of the year, I have to pay $1,100.
Go get a job, you broke ass hoe. Go get a job, you broke ass hoe. You need to eat something. Your body look poor.
One day, I have 6 kids, ranging from 16 to 2. $38 a month on top of my cash assistance has now been cut off. So the $2,100 that I've been receiving now every single month for 13 years, 0. Section 8, I don't have Section 8 no more. So I have to come up with $1,100 now for rent every single month. 12 months out of the year, I have to pay $1,100. The only thing we get now is Medicaid and a whopping $38 a month in food stamps. Me and my kids are going to be on the street. How the hell am I supposed to feed them? I'm not going to be able to pay for...
Go get a job, you broke ass hoe. Go get a job, you broke ass hoe. You need to eat something. Your body...
What are taxes for if it's not for this?
It's not Donald Trump who did this to you. It's the U.S. taxpayers. They are sick and tired of paying for your bills, paying for your lifestyle, and they put somebody in office who's going to put an end to it. About time we fill out some job applications and get to work. But anyways, these freakouts just keep getting even better, so let's move on.
So you mean to tell me going to the grocery store to buy my kids chips and drinks that you don't approve of that aren't fully organic with my EBT card ruins your entire day. You need a hobby.
I'm irritated. I woke up and now my EBT cannot purchase me no soda, no candy, no chip, no ice cream, no dessert, no nothing. And this not even really about me because I'm fortunate enough that if push comes to shove, I don't have to use that EBT. It's not even in my name. It's not my EBT part. I don't make enough that I can afford my groceries, but I make enough that if I gotta eat, then I can eat. But I'm thinking about people who don't even live within 5 miles of a grocery store. People who go and do their grocery shopping at the corner store because that's what's closest to them. And there's nothing for another 10, 15, 20 miles. And nobody has a car. Everybody has to take the bus. So you can only go to where the bus takes you. And heaven forbid if you're disabled and cannot get there. And you don't have a caregiver or the necessities that you need to be able to make shit shake. No EBT. Like, and I understand, like, okay, you can still buy your necessities. You can still buy your little pasta and your bread and your meat. But what about diabetics? What about the people who need the shit? Like, I don't understand. What's going on? I don't understand why the baby can't have no chips. Why the baby can't have no chip? Why would they have anything? Like, I hate when people make a thing about poor people finding joy. They all like, well, you can still buy your meat. You just can't buy no soda. You can only buy necessities now. You only need necessities anyway. Ain't your kids eating big Texas and then big honey buns and all that other nut shit? You take them to the gas station in your suburban neighborhood and they run up your wallet, not your EBT, your wallet, because you make enough that you don't need no EBT. But I can't have a sweet treat. My mom gave me $2. $2. She said I could spend $2 off the EBT and I could go to the corner store and get me something to eat. And I can't get my chips because y'all said I can't buy them no more. That you know that's not how I go. I'm a paycheck away from being put out. You're a paycheck away from being put out. Matter of fact, you stay at home with your mama and your mama is itching to put you out. Wait for that check to be short. She's gonna put you out. I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it. Go
get a job, you broke asshole. Go get a job, you broke asshole. You need to eat something. Your body look poor.
Is you don't have money for food, but you have money for all those piercings? I just looked it up here. That's a few $100 on your face right there. But yeah, these people are so entitled. No one deserves anything. You deserve what you've earned. When you're getting free money from somebody, in this case the government, they have every right to control how that money is spent. You know what they say, beggars cannot be choosers. But let's move on, because they just keep getting better. Let's go.
Well, I'm not the only one who see it.
Somebody stole $950 off my food stamp card from Philadelphia that went in the fucking morning. How can they even do that? I only spent $200 off my car yesterday. I wake up in the morning to check my shit. $950 is gone off my fucking car. How? From different stores in Philadelphia. And then my kids don't got shit. I was just trying to buy some shit for yesterday. I bought like 3 meals and a couple things for my kids. And I was saving the rest on my card just to keep going back and forth to the store. So we won't run out of food like we usually do. If I buy everything in one walk. Now it made me feel like I should just bought everything while I was in the store. Because now all that shit gone. Now we ain't got shit. And I know they ain't gonna give them back. I know the food stuff office not gonna give them back. They're just gonna give us a new card. And this shit, because I gotta wait way till next month. And we just got stuff just that's a whole month. We gotta wait. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I'm about to lose my motherfucking mind. I'm about to lose my fucking senses.
Let me tell all of y'all that's so happy that they taking away Section 8, and everybody in the world that's so happy that they taking away food stamps. It's cool if y'all feel like people been abusing them. It's cool. Do what you feel how you want to feel. But let me tell you from the other side of the tracks. Crime rate going up. Yeah, people going to jail. But crime rate is going to an all-time high. I'm telling you. The girls I know and where I'm from and the people that I grew up with, they not letting their kids be hungry up under no circumstances. That emergency door at the grocery store, they coming out of it. They coming out the back door. Do you hear me? You better hope Unc don't drill a hole in the wall overnight. Like mine People, they not being hungry. Your cows might get missing and everything. These people don't understand being hungry. Not.
I have been expecting you. Don't worry, because this is all coming to an end soon. Up next, though, we have a pretty crazy video. This lady admitted to EBT fraud live on TikTok. Let's take a look.
I sell my $3,000 food stamps for $2,500 a month. I rent out my Section 8 mobile home to my sister for $500, and I pocket the $500. Section 8 pays $800. So I know you can spend a lot of money at like Sam's Club and stuff, but I would prefer to go to the food bank to get food for my kids and then take all the free options that they give you at the school as far as free lunches and the food bank and the free pantry, stuff like that. I use that regularly. I make about $20,000 a month on TikTok, and my husband works a full-time job. So between food stamps, Section 8, and TikTok, we're sitting pretty.
Oh, really?
I just saw a video of a woman on TikTok who was very disappointed that she was not able to buy snacks with her food stamp card. I was concerned about the look on the kids' faces. I felt so bad for them. Like, I really did.
Can somebody tell me why we are getting on this app overly excited that they're stopping people from being able to buy what they want with their food stamps? Why the does it matter to you? Yes, I understand that some people get their food stamps and abuse them, go straight to the store and buy their kid every zoo, wham, wham, ho-hos, and ding-dongs, and just straight snacks. That's it. But there's a lot of parents that go in there and get cost-effective meals to cook. One. And then they still get their kids fun, happy snacks that kids want to enjoy. Fruit snacks, Gushers, fruit by the foot, different fruit roll-ups. Yes, cereal, Apple Jacks, Cheerios, shit kids want to eat. There's nothing wrong with that. Half of the people over here are fat, so don't say, oh, I just care about them. I don't want them to get diabetes. Listen, in the suburbs, it's diabetes over this month. Parents and kids. So I don't understand what the doing. Why are we getting on here and, oh yeah, they need to stop them motherfuckers from being able to buy? How is that affecting you? Why do you care? Why are you laughing at somebody's childhood being taken away? Because now they're never going to be able to experience a fucking fruit snack.
I sell my $3,000 food stamps for $2,500 a month. I rent out my Section 8 mobile home to my sister for $500, and I pocket the $500. Section 8 pays $800. So I know you can spend a lot of money at like Sam's Club and stuff, but I would prefer to go to the food bank to get food for my kids and then take all the free options that they give you at the school as far as free lunches and the food bank and the free pantry, stuff like that. I use that regularly. I make about $20,000 a month on TikTok, and my husband works a full-time job. So between food stamps, Section 8, and TikTok, we're sitting pretty.
It's fault. It's definitely not us taxpayers' responsibility. So stop trying to play on people's emotion and go get a job.
All right. So this morning I just got up and my kids asked for a snack. So I pulled out some snacks or whatever. Ty, let's go. You want juice?
Yes.
What else you want? You want chips?
Yep.
You want candy?
Yes.
What kind? We got different kinds of candy. You say what? Talk up so I can hear you. What you said? What kind you want?
Free sour strips.
Sour strips?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. You want fruit roll up?
Yeah.
Here you go. You want a muffin? All right.
Wow.
Looks like you're raising some real healthy kids there. But anyways, last time I checked, bananas, apples, they're still pretty cheap. So this whole excuse that you can't afford healthy food now that it's going to be restricted on EBT is completely false. But let's move on because we still have yet to get to the best clips. Let's go.
Trump said, come October, you Section 8 and Housing Authority living women's, y'all got to go. And y'all already know, if they take them vouchers from y'all, y'all gonna lose y'all men. Y'all gonna lose y'all man. Y'all already know that, because y'all man is holding on y'all for dear life just to have somewhere to stay. And free housing and free Section 8.
Facts.
Trump saying no more land up having all these babies. Think y'all finna collect all this welfare and food stamps. He say no. He say no. Y'all gonna get up like us working folks is. Out here hustling. Okay, paying rent and rent going up every day. I mean paying full rent and rent going up every year, y'all. Trump say, We're gonna all make them the same level. Okay, we all gonna be on the same level. Y'all gonna have to get y'all ass up and go to work now. Come October, y'all gonna have to go to work. I feel sorry for y'all that land up there having them 9, 10, 11, and 12 babies. Okay? And on government assistance. Some of y'all even got husbands on government assistance. Trump say ain't no more of that shit. Y'all voted him in there, so he putting it on y'all ass. Yes. And the main ones didn't vote, the ones that's in Section 8 and House and Authority. Trump say hell to the no. Y'all done been dependent on this too long. He gonna make y'all get out there and be independent. And I don't feel no sorry for you. Y'all ass out here and pay some real rent. Y'all ass out here and pay some real rent. Land up with these men ain't got no job. Y'all done support these men. They won't even go to work, y'all. Cause y'all open arms for them. Free place to stay. Free coochie to get. Okay, free food to eat from food stamps. Get them, Trump. Get them, Trump. Approve this message, Trump. I approve this message. Yes, we tired of y'all paying taxes and stuff for y'all to have the best life and ain't got shit going for yourself. Okay, been on this Section 8 and House and Authority for years after years. Y'all don't even try to do better. So Trump gonna make y'all get up and do better, okay? I approve this message, Trump.
It's one thing for people to be upset that people on food stamps are buying soda and candy. It's another for people to be upset that they are using their dollars on luxury meats and name brand foods. It starts to get a little dark when you are comparing what's in your grocery cart to somebody else's who's in need. It comes off as jealousy. But how could you be jealous of what they have in their grocery cart and not jealous of their living conditions? So it's one thing to have a conversation about soda and candy. It's another then to start talking about the scraps that you feel that EBT recipients deserve. That's just weird. Something's not right for you there.
I can tell you right now, nobody is jealous. Taxpayers are just fed up. It's a broken system when lazy people can just lay on their ass all day and collecting all these benefits while hardworking taxpayers are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And at the end of it, we just don't want our tax dollars funding these people's lifestyle. And that's really it. But anyways, this next lady is speaking facts. Let's take a look.
Low-key not upset that EBT no longer covers junk food because y'all were leaving the store with over $300 worth of groceries. With your nails done, weave done, Louis Vuitton bag, both you and your kids have the newest iPhone, leaving in a better car than I was while I was living off of sandwiches, ramen noodles, and faith.
Starting January the 1st, 2026, SNAP benefits is changing. Each state has its own restrictions. Okay, Florida is not going to be allowed to get candy, sodas, or any kind of Publix desserts or cakes. If y'all don't believe me, y'all better do y'all research. Y'all better check y'all SNAP benefit. Like I said, each state has its own restrictions. So y'all better stay tuned. A lot of things about to change come 2026. Period.
Everybody was on their last $3 and all they had was money for a bag of chips. Ain't no freaking way you can't get snacks, chips, candy, juice on EBT. Somebody's out there on their last $3. You think they about to go get a steak?
Get a third of
Niggas is
lunch
about
meat.
to start stealing. And
Hello, you all. So yesterday I got on here crying because first thing when I woke up, I went to go place an order for my food stamps for me and my kids, and all my food stamps was gone. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update. I did go to the welfare office and contact them really early this morning, and they're not going to replace the benefits, and that is exactly what they told me. They no longer are going to replace benefits, but I could report it like on a fraud form, and it's not even gonna get replaced. So me and my kids are gonna be without any type of supplemental food assistance until the 10th of next month again, and I'll have a new card next month. But I just want to say that you people that are on here skimming families that really need it and have children, like I have 3 children I have to provide for full time, it's just really sad, and that's all I can say.
Y'all
Like,
selling
it
y'all
truly
food
is.
stamps, giving the people y'all PIN number. That's what happened.
This goes to show you it's not a great idea just relying on the government all the time. A lot of these people just keep popping out kids because they think the taxpayers are going to keep splitting the bill. But trust me, you're going to learn real quick that wasn't a smart idea.
It also comes from a lot of people selling their food stamps, giving the people their PIN number, and things of that nature. And the only thing that person got to do is download the app, and then when you get your benefits, they'll snatch your benefits before you get them. So it goes to show you, you've been selling your food stamps. That's why you lost your benefits. Well, not lose your benefits, rather lost your money for that month. Because the person you used to sell them to, the female out-slicked you and downloaded the app and put your information in. You idiot.
These people just keep popping out kids because they think the taxpayers are going to keep splitting the bill. But trust me, you're going to learn real quick that wasn't a smart idea.
Updates on SNAP benefits, aka food stamps. You can no longer buy junk food January 1st, 2026 with your SNAP benefit card. That means no more chips, no more ice cream, no more candy bars, and no more sodas. I'm starting to see a trend here. They're always taking away from the poor before they take away from the rich. SNAP benefits is meant to provide healthy foods for your health and well-being. Do I think this might be a little bit extreme? Yes. Do I think they should completely cut out junk food for SNAP benefits, aka food stamps? No. Maybe they should do a limit. Maybe out of all of your SNAP benefits, maybe 20% could go to snacks and junk food. Like I said, this is going to start January 1st, 2026. So it's a tad bit extreme.
Extreme that people have to use their own money for junk food? I don't know what world these people think they're living on. They act like they live in a society where jobs don't exist. Wake up, people. You're in America. There's plenty of opportunities out there. You don't need...
And they took me all the way down to $120, which they didn't even tell me why. I just got this notice in here. It says they were cutting me back on food stamps. So now I'm really going to have to cut back on everything. He's not going to be able to have his pop no more. He's not going to be able to have his cereal every day for breakfast and his chips that he eats all day long. Wow. Great. Thanks.
Go get a job, you broke asshole. Go get a job, you broke asshole. You need to eat something.
See right here? This is a seafood board bag on food stamps on EBT. Yes, we use food stamps over there. Look at that. Get that seafood board bag, son. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. And we got another seafood board over here getting prepped up, ready. Prepping this one, getting it ready. Seafood board bag on food stamps from the government. We don't care. 7 kids. Yes, we finna feed 7 kids. Everybody getting their own seafood board bag today. This is a beautiful Saturday. My kids finna eat good. Yes, we're not worried about no baby daddies. We ain't worried about no drama today. But like I said, we're gonna continue to get these 3
I saw this online and I was so shocked. They have recently changed it where SNAP EBT food stamps cannot use their SNAP EBT to buy snacks anymore. So Coca-Cola sodas, Snicker bars, ice cream. If the drink has less than 50% juice, you can't actually use it to buy those fruity juice drinks that are not juice, it's just sugar. So they have changed it significantly. So people who go in the store and order Little Debbie pies, sodas, ice cream, candy bars, just tons and tons and tons of sweets. I see it all the time. Like, guys, I work for DoorDash. I can't tell if an order is EBT. We can't see if you order it with EBT, but I have shopped some orders that has just been all snacks, and I'm going to assume that some of them may have been EBT and some of them may have not been. But that is besides the point. They are no longer allowing people to use their EBT to buy snacks. Now, here's the thing. you might say, yeah, that's right. You know, you're on EBT. You're using my money that I worked hard for to pay for your food. There are people who need it, you know. People should have compassion. But yes, I agree that there's no way that you should be buying that much when it comes to snacks. Now, because you're on EBT doesn't mean that you don't deserve a Snicker bar. You don't deserve a tub of ice cream here and there. You know, if you're on EBT, you're struggling financially in some type of way, and you probably do need a snack here and there. But at the extent that the majority of the EBT is being used to buy snacks, candy bars, ice cream, tons of Little Debbie pies, candy, it's going overboard. And I get it. I know that there are single parents who depend on EBT to feed their kids. Sometimes kids don't want to eat food because they're used to those snacks that you starve them on, and you just hand them a Little Debbie candy bar or a Little Debbie pie because you don't have time to sit there and say, hey, I'm going to give you this and that, or you give them that sweet juice because they love it. You have to have discipline to fix healthy meals for your kids, or they're going to want that nonsense. So yeah.
Boy. So we got to talk about the Black Bonnet Bandits, who are now shocked. They're stunned over the fact that you have more and more
crazy as a
that are
motherfucker,
moving
man.
to ban junk food purchases with food stamps.
South Carolina will see new restrictions on SNAP benefits in the very near future. McMaster says he plans to issue an executive order directing the Department of Social Services to put common sense limits on what the more than 580,000 people in the program are buying in this state. Our Barlise Pimentel talked with public health officials and SNAP recipients about these potential changes. She's live in the studio now. What do folks think about all this?
Public health officials say this is going to impact hundreds of thousands of people. They say being limited to only healthier options is an advantage, but it's not just the limits on food to be worried about. They say SNAP benefits overall will not be easily attainable. People say their power to choose is being taken away.
Trying to dictate what you do with your benefits. When you telling people what you can and can't get, that takes away your freedom.
Tim Wise, a father grocery shopping with his son on Thursday, says he doesn't agree with restrictions on SNAP benefits. On Wednesday, Governor Henry McMaster announcing on social media that an executive order will be put in place for what he calls common sense limits on purchases. It means candy and soft drinks will not be available under SNAP benefits.
They're trying to make them eat healthy, but that's not what the kids want. This is all it's about control, basically. The kids are not going to agree with it. The parents are not going to agree with it.
According to the Department of Agriculture, these 12 states have approved SNAP food restrictions. Public health consultant Dr. Bambi Gaddis says there are several other components that come along with this, and it's not just restricting food.
There are expanded work requirements that are potentially going to go into effect, which may be disconcerting or problematic for some people, especially people who are uninsured.
Gaddis says it all comes from the Big Beautiful Bill initiative from President Donald Trump and his plan for federal cuts. She says people who aren't insured, people who have issues obtaining employment, and undocumented people will be impacted the most.
People who traditionally have been able to access supports for food will automatically be eliminated. And the last thing that we need in this state are people who are unfed.
Yes, this is an initiative that red states are taking up. It is a trend that is sweeping the country, and you have a lot of these bonnet bandits out here. They're panicking, right? Because, again, they are shocked to see that this is actually happening, that we're going to clean up the system, we're going to clean up welfare and entitlements, and we're going to make the system a system that works for people who actually should be on the system, not for people who are abusing the system.
I did ask for these. That's what they've been asking for. I asked for 2 of these. I got one big one of these, so I guess. These. I did ask for 2 of these. This is the ranch that I use for the cucumbers. This shit bussin'. These were on sale for $2.49, so they got me the brownie batter in that one. Butter, not the one that I asked for, but we'll take it. I asked them to get 6 boxes of chips. They got 3. I'm not mad. Whatever. Do you? So they got This one. This one, they were $5.99. And then this one. And that was it. How much they spent, I think, was like $190. Oh, you're probably like, $190? Where the fuck did that come from? We got more crab legs!
Some of y'all are so stupid you would put Simple Simon to shame. I want you to ask yourself, why are you so incredibly triggered by the fact that someone can have a bag of chips or a cookie? Why does that bother you so? Because let me ask you a question. People often get mad that people who get EBT benefits buy snack foods or they buy cookies or whatever. But then y'all turn around and get mad that they buy steak and shrimp. Like, do you want them to eat oatmeal and bologna sandwiches? Like, where does the line, like, where is the line drawn? Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all don't want children to have birthday cakes. Y'all don't want children to have treats. Most people on EBT are not going to the store buying a plethora of junk or snacks. They are getting food to sustain themselves. I don't know why y'all are so triggered by this and y'all are celebrating it. It starts with food. It always starts with food. First, they're regulating and telling us what we can and cannot eat. And then it gets worse. But y'all are too stupid to realize it's not about the food. It's never about the food. It is about control.
Finally, monsieur, a wafer thin mint. Oh, sir, it's only a tiny little thin one. I'm full. Oh, sir. It's only a wafer thin. Yeah, I couldn't eat another thing. I'm absolutely stuffed. Bugger horse. Just one. Oh, just one. Just the one. Voila. Bon appétit.
Control. But kiss my butt.
So y'all mean to tell me I can't buy no snacks off my EBT card? I'm in here shopping, trying to get all my good snacks. Trying to get all my good snacks and shit. See this? All that. Going straight to the buggy with me. All those nice good snacks. What the? And y'all, for me to get to the register, they couldn't find out I can't buy no more snacks on my EBT card. Tell me I'm ashamed. And tell me that must be ain't true. And so damn people behind me in line say I must be ain't read the news. Cause baby, what the fuck am I doing with them trying at the house with no snacks? I got to buy cash. Y'all always ready to cut my EBT card off there. Now, ain't no way Trump did no shit like that. The fuck?
America is doomed. Exhibit B. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster announces new limit on SNAP benefits. He is calling this a common sense clause. You will no longer be able to buy candy, cookies, snacks, and all things they do not deem a necessity on your food stamp card. Y'all picked this. But furthermore, imagine making all this fuss when the average American pays $324 in the food stamps a year. $324. When you are making a fuss about a little raggedy $325, where is your life at? Like $325, you're making a fuss about $325. You've wasted $325 on food yourself, and you probably didn't need it anyways.
Yes, I am in fact making a fuss about the $300+ in food stamps that the average recipient gets. Again, I'm not saying that the elderly or people who can't actually work shouldn't get it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that where you have ghetto baby mamas, people who don't want to work, unemployed people on the system, living off the system, people who make bad decisions for a living, right? Because that's exactly what it is. These people ain't got no job except making bad decisions, right? Their only job is making bad decision after bad decision, and the government rewards them for it, right? Rewards them. It's crazy to me how after 3 kids, right? After 3 kids, and a woman is already on welfare, okay, the welfare should be cut off. In fact, the more kids that you have, right, that are not being taken care of by a man, and you're living on welfare, as a woman, you should get less benefits, right? That would be a system that makes sense, okay? After 3 children, right, after 3 kids, if you have another one, you get less. We're taking away your benefits, right? We're taking food away. It's called a bad choice penalty, right? Because you continuously make bad choices that cause society to have to take care of your grown ass. We're taking away your benefits, right? We're giving you less Medicaid, right? No, you don't get another doctor's appointment, okay? Because you continue to make bad decisions.
Brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen, man. I got this article I'm reading right now. I don't know how true it is, but it's about child support, so do not skip, do not scroll. Listen to what I'm about to say, man. Again, I don't know what's going on, but it says, this is an article I'm reading today. It says, allegedly, Donald Trump proposes new child support reform bill. According to online sources, Donald Trump has allegedly introduced a new bill aimed at reforming how child support funds can be used. The proposed legislation would purportedly restrict child support usage to purchases strictly for the child, meaning funds could only be used at verified kid-related stores for items such as children's clothing, school supplies, food, healthcare, and other child-specific necessities.
Damn, if this is true, God,
the bill, if passed, would enforce spending regulations by linking child support cards to a system that blocks purchases not directly tied.
I knew this was not hard to do. It really isn't, because they have children credit cards and stuff like that, so children can't buy certain things already. This is pretty much that.
Not directly tied to the child's needs, potentially preventing misuse of funds on personal expenses unrelated to the child. Now listen, hear me out. Many people are praising the alleged proposal, saying it protects the purpose of the child support. Others argue it may be too restrictive for custodial parents. What are your thoughts?
I mean, what do kids need? They need food, clothes, and whatever.
School supplies.
You know, like school supplies and healthcare. They don't need Gucci bags.
On this alleged bill,
Lobsters and
is it a step in the right direction?
I think so.
Or government overreach? Y'all let me know.
Child support is already government overreach.
In my opinion, y'all already know I got 2 children, so if the mothers of my children were paying child support and my kids was living with me, I wouldn't have a problem with this. Because everything that the child needs, the child gets.
Right.
Correct.
I don't need to spend the money on my barbershop fees. I don't need to spend the money on my clothes. I don't need to spend the money on dates or taking another woman out with the money. All I need the money spent for is what my kids need. That's what child support should be for. So,
Fact.
I don't know.
Amen.
Sounds like a reach, but we'll see if this is a real bill. But who knows? Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. Ladies and gentlemen, tag people. Let's spark the conversation. Let's spark the conversation. The truth.
I believe it's a good idea, as it would ensure that child support is used for its intended purpose.
It's probably going to actually help out the children more than anything, right? Because I feel like a
Right.
lot of mothers, single mothers out there, don't take care of their children properly because they get to use this money any way they see fit.
I've seen many comments claiming that child support is merely a reimbursement, so they should spend it however they please, but that's not how it should be. This change would help maintain things in order. by preventing the misuse of those funds on things unrelated to the child's needs.
Right.
And then everything else that doesn't get used for the month just goes into the kid's savings.
We've seen numerous videos in which content creators openly admit to using child support money for things like getting their nails done or other beauty-related expenses. This is exactly what this measure aims to stop. Child support is not meant to maintain the custodial parent's lifestyle, but to support the child and nothing else.
A single mother is allowed to spend her child support money on whatever she wants, and let me tell you why. I've been seeing a lot of controversy on what a woman can and cannot spend her child support money on. People are making TikToks about it, people are talking on their podcasts about it, saying that a single mother is not allowed to spend her child support money on her electricity, on her rent, or on her Wi-Fi. Let me just break it down for you on why a single mother is allowed to spend child support money on whatever she would like. So let's say a single mother goes to the store on the first of the month and she buys her child all new clothes and all new shoes, and she spends $300 on her child, and now her child has everything they need. But then on the 15th of the month, she goes back to the store to buy diapers and wipes for her child and spends $200, right? That's $500. Now let's say on the 21st of the month, the father of her child sends her $350. She is allowed to take money from that child support and pay her electric. She is allowed to pay her Wi-Fi. She is allowed to use that money for her rent, because that money is a reimbursement of what she already spent on the child. And it's not...
No, she spent that either way. If there was a child or not. That's the part where you're kind of missing out on.
Not even a complete reimbursement. Not to mention, a lot of these men that are paying child support are only paying what the judge tells them to pay. So they are not helping cover the cost of child care the single mom is paying.
Stop lying. The judge usually puts child care or whatever it is on these men too.
For just so she could put her child in child care so that she can work to pay for that child care. And best believe those men are not paying for food for the child weekly, are not buying new clothes for the child, are not buying new shoes for the child. They're only sending a set amount that woman has to deal with. So if a single mother is paying for everything for her child throughout the month, and the father of her child has to pay $10 in child support, $100 in child support, or $1,000 in child support, every amount is different, and she decides to spend that money on her electric, on her rent, that is fine, because she has already provided for her child.
We don't need no man.
We don't. Women empower women.
Absolutely.
We can do anything we want.
We don't need any man to help us achieve what we need to in life.
Yeah, sister, yeah, you got it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We need our sisters.
We need sisters, okay?
We kind of do need it.
Clothes for the child, are not buying new shoes for the child. They're only sending a set amount that woman has to deal with. So if a single mother is paying for everything for her child throughout the month, and the father of her child has to pay $10 in child support, $100 in child support, or $1,000 in child support, every amount is different, and she decides to spend that money on her electric, on her rent, that is fine, because she has already provided for her child.
The issue with child support is that it's sometimes spent on things unrelated to the child, and that's exactly what this measure is intended to prevent. It's completely reasonable for the money to go toward rent or household bills, as those directly contribute to the child's well-being.
So, yeah.
But when it's used for things like vacations with a new partner or personal upkeep, it becomes a different conversation. This is the concern when we say child support should be used appropriately. Many people don't have a clear understanding of how it should be spent. As a result, the child may not benefit from it at all, which defeats the entire purpose.
So today is Friday, and I got my child support check, and I don't know what to spend it on. I'm gonna go leave my kids at their
This one I do know, this is a skit. She's like a rage baiter type person, but I don't think this video or this attitude of how people get their checks and do their checks or use their checks is out of the norm.
My mother's house, and I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit, maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them, so I might just go ahead and...
I like that this video pretty much contradicts what that other video said.
Splurge on myself with my little child support check. What do you girls do when you get child support?
Since when is that money meant for gambling or nights out drinking with her current husband? It was especially telling when she mentioned she was about to receive it but wasn't sure what to spend it on. She acted as if it were her regular income, which is exactly why it often ends up being used on things that have little or nothing to do with the child.
Facts.
Child support shouldn't be treated like discretionary income. It's intended to benefit the child, and it should be spent accordingly. not on unrelated personal expenses.
I'm about to go to work, bro. What are you doing here, bro?
I told you I need some money. Your son needs some diapers. You need some wipes. You need some food. And I need to get my hair done. So
That's not my problem getting your hair done, bro.
I texted you and told you I was coming up here to get the money to get my hair done.
Oh, we big man. He hungry. What about the
See? Like, as much as that last one, maybe a skit and like made for rage bait, this is real. And this is how women do operate. It's not out of the norm or far-fetched.
The money that you got last month?
What money? That money got spent. I have to take care of him every day. What are you talking about?
Bro.
I have to eat every day. I have to eat every day. We got stuff to do. That money been spent. I need some money to get my hair done.
What does you happen to eat got anything to do with me?
My son need him a couple of things. He needs some new clothes. He needs some shoes. I mean, you working? You got a job, right? You weird.
How am I weird? Because I don't want to get your hair done.
It's cool though. It's cool. You won't be seeing your son no more. Bye.
And then the weapon.
What, bro?
Bye.
Is she expecting him to take care of both her and their child? As far as I know, he has no obligation to fund her personal upkeep. Getting her hair done, for example, is not his responsibility. So if she's struggling to cover basic personal expenses, that raises a legitimate concern about whether she's in a stable position to be the primary custodial parent. And that's something the child's father may need to seriously consider. Needing financial help beyond what's required for the child, it's a clear sign that she may need time to get her life in order.
And somehow you still can't show this to courts and judges and get custody of your child when the custodial parent literally shows that she is incapable of taking care of the child on her own.
Child support is not meant to cover the custodial parent's lifestyle. It's meant to support the child. He shouldn't be held financially responsible for her personal needs.
How am I weird? Because I don't want to get your hair done.
It's cool though. It's cool. You won't be seeing your son no more. Bye.
Wait, what, bro?
Bye.
Unfortunately, it happens more often than we think.
Yep.
Rather than resolving issues between them, some parents use this strategy when things don't go their way, and this situation is a clear example of it. She wants to cut off the father's access to his son simply because he refused to pay for her hair. That raises a serious question. What does their child have to do with any of this? The child should never face this situation.
Right.
Parenting decisions should be based on what's best for the child, not as a consequence of personal disagreements between adults.
Parental alienation, bitter baby mama, please stop keeping our children from us. Please raise awareness against this. I have a buddy. I did an interview with him on my other channel and everything. Kevin. He has a channel too, and his is like family law channel. So go out, check him out. But he goes through this constantly. And he only has one child with his ex-baby or ex-wife. It's miserable for him. It's the amount of money, the amount of stress that he has to go through every time his ex-wife uses his child against him.
Daddy hasn't done nothing wrong. But Daddy's gonna see you, baby. Daddy's gonna see you, baby. Come.
No.
You don't want me?
No.
You don't want me?
No.
You don't want me?
No. Daddy, please no, please no, please no.
You love me?
No.
You love me?
No, the police is gonna get you.
The police is not gonna do nothing to me. I have nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong, baby. I didn't do nothing wrong. I just want to see you, baby. That's it. That's all.
Okay, I'm a little devastated. This is truly diabolical work right here.
That's all. Come. Come. Callie, come. Come.
Okay.
Come. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. You could come here. You could come here. You could come here.
Daddy.
Come. Buddy, that's not your daughter, bro. I just want to see my kid. I really don't care what you guys got going on. I just want to see my kid. That's it.
But there's a way of going about it.
There is a way, and it's in motion. But what you've been doing, keeping my kid away from me, that's illegal. Come, baby, come. I didn't do nothing wrong. I haven't done nothing wrong. I
feel for the man.
Huh?
And I get the whole, he picked her and everything. Does not mean this behavior is right in any way.
No. What she said? She just said no. She didn't say nothing. You don't want to see your daddy? She just said no. Why not? They putting things in your brain. I don't need to do nothing, buddy. I don't need to do nothing, buddy. This is my daughter. This is my daughter, buddy. This is my daughter.
Brother,
this is a message right to Vince McMahon. Look at this. Undertaker assaulting the commissioner.
Looks like Miz over the top of the Miz eliminated. With the Royal Rumble match this year. He's won it before. Undertaker is in the Royal Rumble match Sunday. The Undertaker. Seeing Snake Eyes to Benoit. There are no friends at the Rumble. And the King gonna feel the wrath of the dead man. Benoit cleared over the top rope. He'd be eliminated. Oh my God. Tombstone pile driver. Undertaker. Choke slam. Back down. You better take notes right now. Right to Miz. Because I've been in the ring.
Brother, you need to calm down. I know you're getting worked up, but I would also probably get worked up too, but you cannot escalate this.
This is my daughter. You
need to stop that.
Callie. She doesn't feel comfortable. She don't feel comfortable with you. She don't know who the fuck you are. You listen. I just want to see my kid. That's it. Come. Callie, come. Callie, come. Hey.
This whole situation left me deeply saddened.
Bro, I'm like in here like contemplating murder right now because I'm seeing this type of thing.
You could see how it was affecting their daughter. Her mother had no problem speaking to the authorities about the child's father right in front of her, exposing her to adult conflict she should never have been involved in.
Facts.
It got to the point where the little girl became visibly afraid, almost pleading with her father to leave because she didn't want anything to happen to him.
No! Daddy! Please no!
You love me?
It's diabolical, man. I don't have a child of my own, but oh my God, if this was to happen to me.
That moment was heartbreaking. You could see how much she feared for her father's safety. What makes this even more painful is knowing that this young girl might grow up without truly knowing who her father is.
Or thinking that her father truly hates her or, is truly a bad man in any way.
Of what she'll hear about him will likely come from her mother and her mother's new boyfriend, and we all know it won't be the best thing. In the end, the child even hesitated to go to her father, which speaks volumes about how this situation is already affecting her relationship with the man who clearly cares deeply for her. What really got me thinking was the attitude of her new boyfriend. He picked her up as if he had stepped into the father's role.
This is a huge part of what I do and why I do it, is to give men warnings about these. Don't stick it in crazy and stop just blasting everywhere, please. If you're going to blast into someone that's going to be a good mother to your children.
Facts.
It felt intentional, like he wanted to send a message that she no longer needed her real dad. That wasn't the time or place for something like that. It was insensitive and inappropriate. My advice to anyone facing a similar situation is to avoid any type of confrontation, especially in front of your child.
Right.
As hard as it is, the best course of action is to handle everything legally.
True.
Follow court orders for visitation and custody.
100%.
Stay calm and composed no matter the situation. Your child needs stability, and the last thing you want is for them to witness a traumatic moment like seeing their parent being arrested.
Right.
She's probably upset that he no longer wants to be in the relationship, so she may have no problem trying to get him arrested. Now it's up to him to decide whether he's going to give her the opportunity to have him restricted from seeing his child. So protect your peace.
And the sad thing is, even if he showed this video to judges or whatever it is, they would still do nothing about it.
Peace. Protect your child, and let the courts handle the rest.
But it's supposed to be illegal.
Most important thing is to maintain your role in your child's life the right way. And to do that, you have to stay calm and smart.
Girl, this nigga got me a black truck and he took me to Rodeo Drive.
I think I found the dumbest nigga alive. Ain't no nigga did this shit for me. Let me call you back, sis. I'm hopping out. These are for you. Period. You deserve it, beautiful. Oh my God. I feel like Cardi B right now. Find me the better man. I never play about you. So what you brought me to Rodeo Drive for? I'm taking you shopping. Oh my God. Never stole you to go to Rodeo Drive. I got it. I pray your mother's not alive no more so she can't influence you. I got something else for you. Is that a Range Rover? All that manifestation. Got the Range Rover.
All this on a first date.
The Range Rover for you. Hold on, let me record you. Give me the keys. It's all yours. Tell my girlies, don't settle for nothing less. First date vibes. If he not come like this, he's a bum. You brought your kid? Yeah, I couldn't afford a babysitter, so I just brought my kid along with me. I hope that's fine. Listen. Your kid is my kid. And he's stepdaddy material.
We know it's not real, but the reality is that many guys in the dating...
That is exactly what women are looking for. They think that they're going to be able to get with three children and a single mother at 35 or 40.
...are actually behaving this way. While most of you would say I would never do it, or assume it can never happen, we can't ignore that simping is real.
True.
And when those guys have money, they're often willing to spend it in hopes that it will make them more likable. When in reality, it usually has the opposite effect.
The support laws and just custody battles, children, evil mothers. I don't even know how we fix this system, to tell you the truth.
That's all, folks.